Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to another episode of Drunk on Rom-Coms. I am Connie.
And I'm Marie. Welcome back. Woo! Huzzah.
Are we at the Renaissance Fair?
Yes, we are. We're so fancy.
Okay, then. Let me drink my mead.
It's really wine, everyone. I don't know why she said mead. It's just straight up wine.
Huzzah.
Drunk on Rom-Coms podcast. Talk about all things romantic comedies. Good, bad, the ugly, the sexy. It's another great day here at Drunk on Rom-Coms. Beautiful day.
Another great day for an age gap romance.
That's
Hello.
true. Yay. We love a good age gap.
I do love a good age gap.
In the most healthy way.
Well, yeah, everyone's legal. Adults making decisions.
Everyone pays for their own phone bill and taxes.
Yes, perfect.
Yes. And so today we are talking about 2024's Lonely Planet. Quick side tangent. I feel like 2024 was a big year for older women dating younger men.
I do love that. I do love that for us.
It's good progress in society and should be
Mhm.
more accepted, but it's fine. Here we are. 2024, Lonely Planet. IMDb synopsis says, at a retreat in Morocco, a woman meets a young man whose acquaintanceship evolves into an intoxicating, life-altering love affair. Acquaintanceship, that's a big word for Elmo.
I swear, anytime you read these IMDb synopses, I am like, did we watch the same movie?
I just thought you were going to say you were transported by my overuse of a bunch of words.
I mean, I love that they used acquaintanceship.
Acquaintanceship, intoxicating. I have to enunciate so hard when I do these so I don't sound slurred.
Anyway, so Lonely Planet, we meet Laura Dern, whose character's name is
Catherine.
Yay, because I don't know. And Liam Hemsworth, who is
Owen.
Yay! I honestly have not seen Liam Hemsworth in anything new.
Besides the Hunger Games, I hadn't really seen anything else he'd been in, so I didn't really know what to expect with Lonely
Mhm.
Planet.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect either. So, they're at a writer's retreat in Morocco, and Morocco is beautiful. Like, they're
Yes.
in this castle. I would never leave. A bunch of people come, book writers, like actual,
Like published
maybe
authors, like
published, yeah,
novelists. Yeah.
yeah. And they're there to, I guess, learn about each other, go to seminars. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to that backstory. Um, all I know is that there's this old lady that is just awesome and just speaks her mouth always. But other than that, I have no clue why they're there.
That sounds about right. I don't know if you've seen the show Nine Strangers. I think that's what it's called. No, but then this won't make any sense with what I'm about to say. But if other people, if you've seen Nine Strangers, this is what it started to feel for me with all of these random people with their own personal backstories coming into the same space, and you don't know what's going to happen
Mhm.
with all of them. And there was this couple, Liam Hemsworth. What did I say his name was? Owen. Owen isn't one of the writers. He's with
An up and coming first author. Her name is Lily. She just
yes.
did like this debut novel and it went like super well, I guess viral or whatever.
It went viral in the book world.
It's sold bestseller, is that what it's called? I should know. I read all the books. She brought him as her guest to this writer's retreat, and I don't really know why.
At least in the beginning, she was like intimidated about being there. The
Mhm.
imposter syndrome kicks in a little bit. And you were able to bring a guest to Morocco. Wouldn't you want to bring your man?
Yeah, I guess so. That's right. But they didn't even seem like they were enjoying themselves when they even got there. So I'm like, how well? Like, anyway, so they get
Yeah.
there.
I'm not disagreeing.
So they have their own room anyway. Catherine, who's Laura Dern's character, is just there she's not part of the retreat. She's just there to write a book because she's having a hard time doing it at home.
Mm-hmm.
So no one knows that she's there, and they give her like this really awful I mean, it's a pretty room, but she's all like, it's too noisy. Everything bad happens in that room. So she just wants somewhere quiet to work. And she
Mm-hmm.
keeps bumping into Owen because why
Mm-hmm.
not?
Well, the whole thing is because she's purposely avoiding being around all of these writers and stuff. Owen, his whole thing is, what is he? He's a finance bro. That's supposed to be his backstory. He's a finance
Hmm.
bro with a heart. And he's not feeling accepted in this world of writers because they're kind of dicks.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have a good time with them at all. They talk
No.
down to him like he's not smart. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm in finance.
But like literally handling like millions and millions of dollars. Like that's not for the uneducated.
And he's trying to do good by his clients, but he's always on his phone, which is why Lily, his
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend, is annoyed, one. And then two, that's why he goes off on his own. In one of these outings, I guess there was only one car to go to town, obviously. So he bumps in
Classic.
classic, you know, like forced proximity is what they call it in the book world.
Nerd.
Anyway, nerd. So then he's in this car with Catherine, who just wants to work. She just wants to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just Miss Chatty Cathy over there.
It gives like a little bit of golden retriever vibes though.
That's what I wrote about him. No lie. I said he was like a puppy. He is definitely a puppy. Follows her around. They always end up in the same space.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up with some car trouble on the way back. And then they had to like stay with this random family.
So this whole side quest excursion with the car breaking down, tell me why only in a romantic movie where this would be okay, where your driver had to call somebody because he can't speak English, but his brother does. For all you know, it's just some rando, and his brother says, "Hey, we got to fix this, but I can drive you to our house that's not too far." And now here we're going to a second location, Connie. You see where I'm going with this?
Literally, this is low-key kidnapping.
This is 100% kidnapping, but because this is a
A
romance
romance.
movie, everybody's like, yeah, sure, that's fine. Let's just go.
Well, I'll go in the back of your truck, sir.
Right. And like, cool, we're just going to let her sit up front with this strange man by herself. But obviously this is a romance, so it's totally fine. And they're meeting the family and talking to the kids. And obviously there's a language barrier, but you can tell everybody's having a good time and eating. And I'm like, this is so unrealistic.
It is. But this is where you see like Owen taking more of a, this woman is a woman. Kind of. You can see the stares. You can see that it's something bubbling up in there. And I don't know if she feels it just yet. She knows that he's there with someone else, right?
Right.
And they get back safely. I don't know how.
Don't worry, everybody. That wasn't the end of the movie. It wasn't
No.
full on taken.
But this is when Lily was like, oh, you were with so and so for the whole day? Like, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, how could he tell you? You were gone for most of the day. I don't know. And then they had dinner that night, and that's where some real eye contact was happening. I love it.
We love some good eye contact.
Mhm.
Was that the same night when they did the not charades, but
The
basically
game.
yeah,
Yes. So they're trying to guess book titles or books,
characters, authors.
characters. Yeah. And he, obviously, this is a writer's retreat, so they're gonna know what's on that piece of paper. He clearly does not. He got the word Pip,
Mm-hmm.
and he tried to be like, oh, it's that group with whoever. I don't know who it was. I think it's real. It's Gladys Knight, but and the Pips.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was like, huh, you're dumb. Don't worry about him. I'm like, Excuse you.
Well, no, you're missing the most important part, Connie, is that his girlfriend Lily was the one who thought it would be a good idea to make a joke about him. And I remember it because I know I would be traumatized and upset too, where she
Mhm.
was like, like, oh, give him a break. He only reads Sports Illustrated or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yes. How disappointing.
And like, they're like, ah, this uncultured swine.
I would only know the smutty books.
Right. Like, this whole game is my worst nightmare.
Right.
I'd be like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't think I should play.
No, no. And why was he even playing? I don't
Why?
understand. I would just excuse myself.
Right. Like other people brought guests too. Nobody brought a kid. You don't see the kid playing in this game.
Right. He's like a toddler. Anyway, so after he finds Catherine again, and they start talking. They're on this like little lounger area, I guess. But then yeah, they start talking and they get to know more of each other. He was in football, and I was like, this is such like a predictable story.
Right. In this predictable storyline of,
Mhm.
oh yeah, I wasn't always in finance. Yeah, I played football way back when. Insert a bunch of sports things and sports metaphors and motivational things. When they got to the part where she was like basically,
Mhm.
reading him out, like she could totally tell the kind of guy that he was. And it got to the part where she was like, oh, I bet you had a nickname. When this part happened, I was like, I swear to God, it better not be the big O. Please don't let it be the big O.
I mean, you could have played her character. She got it right away. She was like, "I know what you were called in college, high school. I don't know what like."
I don't think they specified. I don't think.
But yeah, the big O.
Big O.
Also, I really like that he Googled her because he mentioned that, oh, I don't see like your husband here, and he's like, oh, how do you know that I'm married? He's like, I may have looked you up online,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay. Anyway, she's not married, you guys. So they're out on the town again, out and about,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Mm-hmm.
spots her. Meanwhile, Lily nowhere to be seen.
Who knows?
Who knows where she
She's
is?
she's with oh my gosh, I think I wrote his name down.
Did you?
Um
I did not.
because I clocked that too.
Mhm.
When this other one of the writers was like really into her, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I bet this is gonna be a thing. The other writer, I'm pretty sure his name is Rafi. Might be Rafi.
Oh, it is
Um,
Rafi. Yes,
pretty sure she was with that guy.
the whole time.
Literally the whole time.
Well, there was a point where he got food poisoning. He couldn't go to this trip, so she ended up going on this like overnight trip. And again, him and Catherine got together. I mean, not got together, but they literally just are always together in every vicinity. And they start talking about, why, she's not with her guy anymore. By the way, can I just mention she has a great body.
Oh my
I
god,
think
right?
I think this is the part where she's like at the pool and she just came out of the pool and I'm like, I want to be her when I grow up.
I think they kissed or they almost kissed. I don't think they kissed yet though.
There was some grabbing,
There were hands.
there was hands. I think what scared him off was this is she
Oh,
called
that's
him
right.
kid. Like they were about to, right? And she goes, you're just a kid. And he's like, what did you call me? And then he like left. I'm like,
He
what
was
the
so
fuck?
angry.
Deal breaker.
I mean, it would be kind of a mood killer.
So, I mean, he leaves. He obviously gets into a fight with the girl. And then the
Hmm.
girl, like his girlfriend, they're not, I mean, sure, they're not going to like be together after this trip for sure. She goes and talks to him, leaves the phone face up for some reason.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're talking about, oh, this isn't working. Like, we're not working together. And all of a sudden, her picture, like her naked picture, shows up on the screen. And it's Rafi saying, oh, I want to look at you like this again or something. And her phone just ratted her out. It legit stayed on there for like hours. The notification stayed on.
Yeah, that phone was like, "Hey, bro, let me just help speed this part along."
Yeah, that was.
So ridiculous.
Great breakup scene.
And then all of a sudden he gets a motorcycle.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. And
I
he's all like,
don't
hey,
know.
yeah, he went to Catherine's like, hey, I'm leaving. Come with me. And they left. They fucking left the retreat.
Because I
Okay.
guess, I mean, what about her stuff? Is that all she brought? Does she come back for it later? So many questions, but whatever, they leave.
Oh no, remember she lost her luggage and then it never came
Oh,
back,
we never
right? I
saw
don't
it
know.
again.
We never saw it again. So, so she was fine leaving. They finally get like this really passionate like kiss in the hotel room that they're at, and I was like, yes, get it,
Mm-hmm.
sexy.
Sexy.
She got that writing spark and she finishes it. She's dilly dallying, and all this time, Marie, I'm thinking, how are they not getting their stuff stolen? And as
Uh-huh.
soon as I said that,
Mm-hmm.
yoink, they're so dumb. Like, when you're in another country, you need to always keep your stuff with you.
I don't even like take my back off at a restaurant. Like I still like leave that shit on the whole time.
Anyway, it got stolen. She didn't back up anything because what writer,
Stupid.
what writer doesn't back up their work? She's established too. Anyway, so she ends up leaving. They get into a fight, and I don't know how much time has passed, but
Unclear.
apparently yeah, unclear. It's in the future. Apparently, they live in the same city miraculously. They see each other at a restaurant.
Bibbity bobbity boop.
Boop. I mean, they kissed, and I guess they're together.
It really wrapped up at the end.
It went so quick. Oh.
And that was the movie. Let's jump right in to our
Mhm.
take me on the piano moments, moments in the movie that we thought were super hot and steamy and sexy and really just brought us joy for a lot of reasons.
I have a few. I wasn't, I wasn't like super feeling it, but I don't know what it is about just people staring at each other that does it for me. In this
Mm-hmm.
movie, there was a lot of staring on Liam's part because you could just feel their connection
Mm-hmm.
somewhat. And then also, I know that it was probably one of the cringiest parts of this movie, but I loved the nickname game, like when they were trying to figure out their nickname, and then the little cheer for his name. I cannot remember, but he did sing it, and it was really cute to me.
That was pretty adorable.
It was pretty adorable. There was a scene where he's feeding her, even though it's not a big scene. Anytime someone feeds you in a movie, I think it's just sexy. I'm like, yes, give me that olive. I will eat it all up.
Ooh, that brings up an interesting question, Connie, because there
Hmm.
is different types of feeding you. There is
Right.
like the food is in my hand and I just want
Hmm.
an excuse to put my fingers in your mouth,
Uh-huh.
or there's like with utensils or like, like a
Yeah.
spoon or a fork feeding you, and you're talking about like, choo choo, here comes a train, or here comes an airplane.
Well, if they say here comes the airplane, I think that just instantly like reduces the sex meter, right? No, this was like very sensual though. They were like alone, they were sitting down, and he's not like saying here, he's just picks it up and then moves it towards her, and then she has to lean. It's like one of those like, in Hitch, you lean. It's
Mm-hmm.
one of those.
Mm-hmm.
The next scene, it's the pool chair scene. It could have been longer. There could have been more touching. But I did feel it up until she said that he was a kid.
Right,
But
right.
I did want it to continue. It was one of those things where I'm like, that's it. I mean, it was good, hot, bothered, and then they just stopped it. And I'm
Yeah, that
like,
was
ugh,
bullshit.
bullshit.
I love that so much. So I had a couple. I know I mentioned him earlier, Hamid. I think that was his name. I was like kind of bummed out that that wasn't his storyline. He was so great and so helpful and just a lovely all around. So I put like Hamid was just out here just trying to make Catherine happy. And I love that for her. I'm like, yes, look at all these men trying to take care of you. Let them all take care of
Mhm.
you. Like, let it happen. And then also something I thought was really cool to see, even though I did write this in my notes, it took 2/3 of the movie before they actually kissed and had sex. So I was like kind of annoyed. I'm like, so long.
Mhm.
But up until that point, you watch her character's body language change in every scene. Like it's so subtle. But I loved it so much. Like just you can physically see her like welcoming it or like opening up to the possibility of this young sexy man into her life. And yeah, I thought that was really really great to watch.
Yes, I did think she was respectful of the fact that he was in a relationship at first. And
Mm.
then once she saw that it was like not working, she's like, okay, let me just like take my clothes off.
Let's talk about all of the why are you like this parts of the movie. We don't understand why someone would be like this, but we get it. You need it to keep the movie going. What do you got, Connie?
Her ex-husband, what a douche. So first, she's at this retreat, first of all, because she got kicked out of her home. I think she was overstaying her welcome once. I think that she just couldn't find a place. Anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
first, while she's there trying to write her book, he's sending her real estate ads so that she can move out,
Mm-hmm.
which fine, great. But what really like kicked up the douche-o-meter was the reason why they got a divorce. Apparently, she had a heart incapable of love.
Oh yeah.
She was only bearable when she was not writing. So when she was writing, she was like horrible. I mean, if your husband said that to you, I would also be like, okay, we're not working out. We need to just go our separate ways.
That makes sense.
Next is Lily. Like she is fine leaving her man. At this point, just go on this stuff like on your own. And the fact that she was hooking up with another one of the writers.
That, that's a big turning point when
Mhm.
it's not working anymore.
Yes. And then just them being so naive about being in another country that she just got her stuff stolen.
Yes, that was
Mhm.
so frustrating.
Dumb.
Stupid. I was actually going to add to something you had mentioned. I had put Lily and Owen as a whole, like just as a
Hmm.
couple. It really bothered me. I mean, because they really sold it from the very beginning that it was not going to work out. Because you could already tell that there wasn't really a lot of chemistry to begin with between them, and he didn't look like he wanted to be there. And if you're my man and I brought you to Morocco to like be a part of this huge thing because I did something great and we're celebrating because of it and you're not excited, like why are you here? So like I get that in the beginning, but she is also not a good partner for seeing that her man is having a shitty time. People are being rude and you're not defending your man. That's also bad.
Hmm.
And I think the other part about Lily that bothered me is the whole scene of her cheating or whatever. She didn't even apologize.
She's like, yeah, so we're not working out, right?
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you're leaving? Cool, cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and move into Rafi's room to finish up the rest of this trip." I thought that was wild, which I guess was also to kind of show just the immaturity of all of this too. That's crazy.
Hmm.
This last note that I have made me laugh. But I know you love the old lady author because she's a real spitfire, and the part where she saw Liam Hemsworth character Owen walk by, and she was like, "Hey, I'm Candy," and he was having a bad day, and he was like, "Fuck off," and I'm like, "That's rude." It happened so fast, but I was like, "Ew, that was rude, man."
She was like not like wanting to deal with her because I feel like she was saying inappropriate stuff all trip. Like this lady has no filter, and I did also write that down. I thought it was hilarious. She's like, fuck off.
You're like, just let her touch your muscles. She's old. What's she gonna
Lick.
do? All right, Connie, it's time for our final thoughts and shot rating. But
Hmm.
really quick, because we're in our season 3, I feel like I have to explain the shot rating every couple of episodes, at least for the first few. I don't think I did it for the last one, but I'm gonna do it now. Um, for those who don't know, our shot rating system is a little bit different. It's kind of like this inverted rating. 0 shots. You don't need any shots to get through this movie. You loved it so much. You want to stay sober, all that jazz. Or is so bad, you need up to 10 shots to get through that movie. And you hope you never see it again. You hope it burns and dies. Connie, what are your final thoughts?
What can I say about the Lonely Planet? One, I never got the title of this movie.
Oh my God, me too. I was going to mention that, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're all lonely in a sense until we go to a writer's retreat. She was okay with never getting her luggage back. I would be like, I'm gonna need to call the airport like every two
Every
hours.
day?
Oh yeah. I liked it. You could really tell it was an age gap romance. Sometimes you are like, oh, this person, she's 40, but she looks like she could pass for like
Mm-hmm.
26.
Mm-hmm.
Laura Dern is in her 60s, I think.
Is she?
I think so.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah, and she looks great, but you can tell there was a significant age
Mm-hmm.
gap. And
Mm-hmm.
I did believe it. I think he could be a good person for her, but I will need, drumroll please. I think I'm gonna need 7 shots to watch this movie ever again. I think it's like a one and done for me. I don't need to be blacked out. I think I was okay,
Mm-hmm.
but 7 shots is definitely what I need to get through this movie.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like the 7 is like you're so distracted enough. You like it's the movie's still going, and you're just in a happy place.
And I end it. Yes.
I agree. The title of this movie really threw me off. I didn't know what it was supposed to be about. I swear I thought it was like a sci-fi rom-com kind of thing because Lonely Planet. I didn't realize it'd be more like cultural. I felt so stupid. I'm like, what? We're not like some astronauts. We're not like in a utopia kind of thing. So that was disappointing. The predictability of this movie also bummed me out. It played out like a book. I don't know if this is a book or not. But the whole storyline of like college football player turned finance bro, and I always giggle when there's like sports metaphors in romantic settings. But I really enjoyed Laura Dern in this movie. I thought she was fantastic all the way around, looking amazing. Her character was amazing, minus the whole purse thing. It loses points for that too.
Yeah.
What also loses points for me in this movie is, and I get it, it's supposed to be a romance, and so there's this aura of unrealistic things happening, of like these 2 white people not getting kidnapped on this excursion, and then these two white people just leaving their shit around thinking everything's gonna be great.
It could have been kidnapped.
Could have been kidnapped. The whole being lost in the romance and getting your stuff stolen. I totally forgot about the luggage by the end of the movie. I don't blame you. I would still be so pissed.
Yeah.
So for me, I agree. I think I'm gonna have to do about 7 shots to get through this movie. I don't need to see it again. Like, I got what I needed out of it. I would only watch it for Laura Dern. That's the only reason why I would. But even then, it takes so long before the sexy things happen, and you have to get through so much crap to get there, and that's always hard for me. I'm like, I just I wish the pool scene was more.
Yeah, I mean, this was the slowest of burns. Like,
Yes.
we knew it was coming, and we're just like, okay,
But
sex.
that's the thing too. Like as soon as it happened, then the bad thing happened. Oh, movie's done. We're back together. Cool.
Yeah, we needed more romance.
Need it. I wanted more. I wanted
Mhm.
more. And it
And by romance, we mean
sex.
all right, that was The Lonely Planet. Yay!
Yay!
We got through it.
I think that finishes our age gap series.
It does finish our age gap theories. What did you guys think? Did you guys like it? Do you guys like age gap romances? Do you like it that it's the woman that is older? Do you want the man that is older? Although I haven't seen those movies yet, have I?
I mean, they're there.
Well, they're
There's
there.
plenty of those.
Yeah. If you haven't done so already, please follow us on Instagram or Drunk on Rom-Coms. And thanks for listening. I am Connie.
And I'm Marie.
Until next time.